mic on today, Chris.
Oh, you got it on. Nice.
Thank you, Joe. Yes. Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How are we doing today, boys?
Fantastic.
It's nice to have.
Doing well.
It's nice to have a headset and a mic.
Oh, yeah.
Even though, you know what? We were scared that it wasn't going to sound good.
Fantastic.
It sounded great.
I thought I was going to have to take up every
good
thing.
job.
No,
To pump
not
it
at
up.
all.
Yeah, no, it was great. I was like, oh man, this is surprisingly pretty okay.
Yep.
We did it right. Good job, Chris.
Good
Good job
job.
last
Way
week,
to go.
buddy.
Way to go.
Run the twos and the ones over there.
Yeah.
Jamming
Yeah.
on the one.
If you guys
Jamming on
if
the
you ever
one.
watched Are You Garbage, they give shout out to the guy who runs the board, and you know, Chris, I wanted to give you a shout out there
Oh, I appreciate it. No, I don't watch Are You Garbage.
because you are garbage, brother.
The only garbage I watch is the S&P podcast.
Oh,
where's it at? Where's it at?
Ouch. And of course you have it low down because you suck.
'cause
at
I had to
ones
turn
and
the
twos,
volume
you
down to fade out.
sandbagging.
Man's a
All right,
hero.
ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us here on a Saturday night pregame for Chicago Bulls games. As you can tell, maybe later here I'll show you guys the back of it. The best,
The White Mamba.
the White Mamba, the human cigar, Brian Scalabrini, baby. You know how long I had to
I was trying to think of who 24 was. Who the hell is number 24?
You know how long it took me to explain what a human cigar was to Lauren on our ride to dinner last night? She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, so okay, you got a cigar, you know? You have cigars when you're celebrating, having kids, when your in-laws die, things like that. You have a cigar for them. And she's like, okay.
Celebratory cigar.
Celebratory cigar.
And Kathy's dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, or mom and dad die, we get the inheritance. Yay.
This is getting real dark real quick.
And she's like, okay, I get that. Okay, so now think about a basketball player. So when the game's out of reach, you bring him in, and the crowd goes nuts. And so he's a human cigar.
I'll never forget when they wouldn't let him shoot it. When Thibodeau wouldn't let him shoot it the one day. When
Yeah,
he couldn't get
Dennis
it back.
McDonald.
Yes. And he looked back. He looked at the coach. He's like, come on. These are my people. And she's like, so why do people like him so much? I'm like, A, he was white, for sure, because he was white. B, he looked like any Joe Schmo. 3, you thought you could beat him. But
No, you can't.
no, beyond to everybody is you can watch him on YouTube beat 10 people in a row, 7 points. If you make it, you take it. So he just never gave the ball up and just destroyed people.
I have a question sort of on par with
I'm not
that.
going to lie. I thought you calling him a human cigar meant he was a redhead.
Nope. Go ahead, Pat or
That's
Joe.
that's just soulless.
What do you think is the most that the sport that most people say, oh, I can definitely do that at a professional level, and it would absolutely just
That's a
get
great question.
destroyed.
Golf. People
I would think golf.
Golf.
But it's not like the consistency they hit with is like it's impossible.
I don't know. I think I honestly maybe because we're white, it's not as feasible to us. But I think a lot of people think they can make the NBA, or at least they could take like a NBA player on. Maybe not make the NBA, but they think like. I think maybe Joe, if we reinforce this question a little bit too, it's like, what sport do people think they could beat a pro in? And baseball, you're never hitting off a pitcher who hits 90 or is throwing 90.
I don't care
I don't
what
like
you
hitting
do.
a guy throwing
You
80.
couldn't hit a breaking ball if your life depended.
Yeah,
on it.
I don't like a touch a ball going 80.
Here's I always hear, oh, I could play the outfield in a professional baseball.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I think I could possibly play the outfield, but I could not hit.
I
for work,
can make a few catches, but am I making every play?
No.
absolutely not.
I think Joe List. Sorry, not to cut you off, Joe, but Joe List. He's a comedian. He did a movie, and a part of the movie is like promotions. He played on a trip, like a single A team, and he almost made college baseball. He couldn't catch any. He could not catch any. It's insane. Like it's so much different, and they're flying him out to, and people are just running around like no big deal. Like he says it's insane.
Didn't Will Ferrell do that a couple
Yeah,
years
he-
ago?
yeah, he
No,
played-
no,
yeah,
no,
he
he
is
didn't
for
really
charity.
try to play though. His was just purely comical.
Yes. So Joe did. He wanted to hit a ball. He wanted to catch. It was very soccer.
I think hitting a baseball is one of the hardest things to do in sports.
Yes, I think soccer would be very difficult because
Soccer, I'd run the field. I'd run up the field once and run back, and I'd be like, "Forget
Yeah.
this noise."
Sub.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hell,
I'd be faking an
Hockey,
injury.
I think unless you those guys are just bigger, stronger, faster than you'll ever be.
I'd be much better ice skater to even attempt that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
but
Golf, you probably think you could have a lucky day. Your best golf day ever could maybe potentially. And
My
that's
best shot
no
is
way.
like their
Yeah.
average shot.
But I mean, imagine how tired you are after playing like 18 holes on a day, and you got to do that 3 more days.
Yep.
Forget that.
So-
and you got to be good enough the first 2 days to
Yeah.
make the next 2 days.
Yes. So I think NBA like basketball is one of those ones where you're like, I got one chance, 1-on-1. I can stop him once, and I just don't miss. Then I beat him. And it's like, first of all, they don't miss. Secondly, they don't let you get a shot.
Yeah,
off.
that's the
the
thing.
NBA
Like
could
if you
jump
could
over me.
if you could project, if you could perfect your jump shot, yeah. But like,
Pat
I'm
Lynch
sure
would
there's
just
people
be-
that know that they just
Pat-
cannot shoot.
Pat Lynch would have like a streak in his
yeah.
hair from the balls just rubbing up his forehead.
friction. My hair would be friction.
It would be one of those Sports Center's clips
He'd
where
have a
and it would
reverse
just be
mohawk.
like, just ball sweat straight, like dripping
Yeah.
into Pat's eyes.
LeBron James just nut teabagged him for the 4th time in a row. No.
LeBron stopped midair, just a little tap.
Yeah.
LeBron is teabagging him while holding on to the rim. Ladies and gentlemen, this is unheard of.
He's just taking
Why
it.
doesn't he move? Why doesn't he move?
Yeah, probably. I think basketball, maybe. I
Yeah.
think like
I mean,
that.
at least you guys are tall enough that they couldn't teabag you.
Yeah.
I think,
No, they probably still would teabag us.
Oh yeah.
Well, you have to.
That would definitely get-
I mean, that we said
See,
one
they would
time.
get the top of your head, Pat. I'd get the full sack.
I saw
right in
Kevin
the face.
Garnett give me the death stare of all death stares, and I stopped heckling.
They're a different species. When we were sitting by them, a row behind them, they're literally a different species. I'm 6'5", and I get that. Like, I don't like. I'm like this. I would be a point guard.
You're a point guard.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah.
I'm like Michael Jordan's height.
Or a small 2 guard.
Yeah, it's insane. Like, there's no way. And I was always played center my entire high school or like up to high school career. I played the center. I was just the tallest kid.
Yep.
So, but that's this was a fun thing to bring out. We're going to the Bulls game tonight. We've not been to one, and they're actually playing pretty good this week. So
Yeah.
starting,
They'll probably
hopefully-
lose tonight.
That Laurie marketing
I
guy was
already-
looking good for. Did you see the? Didn't
Yeah,
they,
the fat Peter McGraw.
who
over
put
there.
71? Like Mitchell put 71 points on the
Yeah,
other night.
and they came back down 20 in the fourth
Yeah.
quarter.
71. You think you guard the guy that's going 71 points on you, right?
You know what though? I did. So we won't make this all about sports, but I did listen to he didn't get a foul call and got he just went off. He went berserk and got one off on the refs. And after that, if a gust of wind touched him, and the coaches said this and the players said this, he'd get a foul. Like, he didn't have to do anything and he was getting fouled. So he was at the line so much. He got into the line, and I forget who's the small white player on our team right now. He's hurt.
Alex Caruso.
Steve
Yeah,
Kerr.
Caruso crossed the half court line and got called for when he was shooting a free throw. So they give him another one, and this time Donovan Mitchell faked it and he crossed the line again on like last minute, and they gave him he missed both. He missed the first one, his original, missed the second one. Then he finally hit his free throw, which helped them get into overtime, and. Like, Caruso went nuts. He's like, "You guys never call this. What are we doing? Like, this is insane." And Donovan, the coach, went off on it too.
So you're saying that they had the fixes in for Cleveland to win the game?
Pretty much.
I don't know. I don't think there's really any fix in it, but it is what it is.
They did come out and say that there was some lane violation. Is that the lane violation? thing they
Yeah,
were talking about?
it's just weird. It is what it is. The NBA is weird. How about you guys? How about Monday night with the Patriots player getting just?
You mean the Bills?
Oh, Bills. I'm sorry. Yeah, what's the Bills safety? I'm sorry. The Bills safety getting.
Yeah, it was Bills and Bengals. I don't know where the hell you got the Patriots.
I was just thinking the blue color when he was laying on the ground.
He's thinking the Bills.
Oh, yeah.
Patriots this week.
Yeah, I didn't. That's terrible. Like, and I don't know what you guys are thinking on that, but it's they definitely.
I think when you're down, when you saw they first show the guy being down, you're like, you didn't really see what happened, and you're like, oh, guy down, like every other play that you've seen.
Yeah.
And then it's like they show how he went down, you're like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah, they show it in like slow motion.
Where like he gets up from the tackle and then he just
stands there for a
collapses.
second and then goes just straight back.
And you're like, that's not good.
You know, it's crazy. That's the exact play that the Bears, Detroit. The only time anybody's ever died in the field was pretty much the same play.
Yeah, but that guy had like a heart condition though.
Yeah, but it's just getting hit
Well, I'm sure
straight
this
on
guy
the.
probably has a heart condition.
It's getting straight hit on the heart, and your heart just stops.
It was a routine play. It was nothing really weird
No,
about
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Well, if you see the helmet, it goes right to his.
Yeah, but that happens every single play.
Yeah, but that's what. So this probably guy had a. But then what's his face? The guy, I forget. He was a Hall of Fame hockey player in the '90s. Got hit in the chest with a puck to the chest. Went down. He was back 3 weeks later, and he played another 12 years.
Yeah, well, here's
Hockey
one.
guys are built differently.
Yeah, here's one for you. There's a guy that plays for Pittsburgh that had a heart attack earlier this year, and you guys obviously haven't heard about it, but like he's
Steelers?
plays for the Pittsburgh Penguins in the NHL. Has a heart attack. I think it was. I don't know if it was during the game or if it was during practice, but had a heart attack. He's back on the ice skating right now.
Wow.
Doesn't seem good.
Wow.
And this isn't the first time he's had a heart attack either.
I think
He had another heart attack like 3 or 4 years ago, like during the game, I think.
Jesus, that
And-
seems
yeah.
like a good.
That sucks.
seems like a poor choice.
I actually saw an article. This family for New Year. This is so sad, and so we're bringing this podcast way down, but it just kind of relates. And there's two aspects to it. One is this. he was I think it was one of the new, like morning shows. He's a producer, like a high executive producer, and him and his wife were in New York for New Year's Eve, and so they go out for dinner. They put their kids are like 1 and 2 or like very young. They put them to bed. They have like the camera set up so they can watch them at all times, and they decide to go out and walk around New York on New Year's Eve, and they left the 2 kids in the hotel room. Unfortunately, the father had a heart attack. And so she had to, like, they got like the ambulance and stuff, and she's trying to call her family to go get, make sure, but she's still watching the kids on the camera, but she's trying to get her family into the hotel room to make sure that, there's somebody there for them if they wake up. The hotel will not let anybody in the room, so they call the cops. So unfortunately, on the way to the hospital, the father dies. Oh, shit. And the lady's arrested for endangerment for leaving their kid in the hotel room by themselves. Ooh, wow. And it's like she's wrong, but at the same time, it's like, guys, come on, like this is a really bad situation. I don't know how you handle it, but I just when I read it, I was like, oh man, this is very tough because again, you're watching it on the so if anything happens, you're probably not that far. You can get there, or if they wake up, you can get there in a reasonable time. Mm-hmm. But at the same point, like you probably can't.
It's a rough situation to be in. Yeah.
I don't know.
I think I was only 37 that died too.
Yeah. Yes, that was the other thing. I'm sorry, you're right. Yes, that's the other thing. Yeah. 37 years old, had a heart attack and passed away.
I saw this article earlier.
You're right. That was the reason it like shocked me. It was like, oh, like we're not that far off from. Yeah,
Chris,
I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it. I'm only a couple of weeks away from that one.
You just never know, though. And you know what? I think a lot of that probably is being a high executive producer is a lot of stress.
Stress.
And stress
not
is
eating well.
Yep.
Either.
Yep.
It looked like he was not a big guy though. Like
no, yeah. I think stress is probably definitely
it could be. You also don't know if he was on anything as well, like in concert.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, any types of because it is New Year's Eve, having a good time. Talking about New Year's Eve, how was your New Year's Eve, Joe?
It was good. It was good. It was with the
family. We saw the picture. Cute kid.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, nothing spectacular. It was just a.
So what do you guys do? Would you guys do the cooking thing again?
Yeah,
how
we did like our little mini cooking
Who'd you get paired with this week, Joe?
I got paired with my sister-in-law, and we made like a Mediterranean soup and a Brussels sprout salad that ended up.
So how do you know? Well. Like, do you like bring ingredients ahead of time? How do you know like what you're going to be making if you don't know who you're paired with?
Oh, we know who we're paired with.
Oh, okay.
We know who we're paired with, and then we pick the meal.
Gotcha.
And then the ingredients.
I thought it was like a spur of the moment, like pick a name out of a hat.
No, I mean it is picked out of a hat, but it's picked out of a hat long before that. So you can.
Okay.
Pat. Yeah. You bring the Irish food. Peter brings like Japanese sushi, and you go some fusion there. I don't know how you're gonna make it work. But.
So our New Year's Eve was a blast. We went to what's it called again, Chris? I cannot remember.
Time Out Market.
They had all these restaurants there, and there was one that was Polish, Cuban mix. Joe.
No, it wasn't Cuban. It was Colombian, wasn't it?
No, I think
it was Colombian. Yeah.
Have we not seen each other since New Year's?
Nope.
That was only a week ago.
I was going to say that when I was taking a shower today. I'm
holy cow,
man!
Did you use your shower?
I feel like
we haven't. Shower caddy? For your beer?
I have not yet. I'm doing cold showers, and I'm literally. So we'll get to our resolutions, but I cannot stand these cold showers. They are so miserable.
They're hard this time of year.
It is.
Why are you taking a cold shower?
Because it's cold water. Like I don't have a cold tub.
Good for you.
It's supposed to be really. It fights inflation. It forces your body to. You're bringing your core temperature way down, so it's forcing your body to burn fat without having to actually work out. Better for your better for your skin. It's an absolute it's the worst. Up to in afterwards, it's the biggest energy rush. It's like a natural high. It's insane. But getting to that spot is so miserable.
I'll stick with my not so hot showers.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Pat. Thanks for trying something different.
Quality chime in there by Pat Lynch.
So I haven't done that yet.
It's cold enough for Chicago.
I forgot where I was going. Oh, so I was thinking that too, Joe. Is like I feel like I haven't sat down with you guys, and I feel like I've a whole year's been gone through. I have so much I want to talk about.
That's why I didn't even realize that it was
been a week.
Yeah,
I like that time. Like sometimes time slows down like that a little bit.
We go on Thursday.
Yeah, I've seen Peter all week.
I know, you poor thing. I was telling Lauren, poor Chris, the only one that.
Chris don't feel like a week to me. It feels like a month. Like a guy.
So we we go to the Time Out Market. We try all these different foods. It was great. We had so it was Colombian Polish. So they had like a
Pierogi?
pierogi that had like a Colombian kind of stew instead.
Are these the restaurants that are doing this?
So
or
we
do they
got
have more,
40.
like,
we had
pop-up stuff?
no, we had 40. Like you can go there right now and try any of these restaurants. We got $40 and all you can drink, and the drinks were flying. They had they actually had like designer cocktails, which was kind of cool. They had good beer. They had Old Style on tap.
They had Old Style in the can.
Tito's is available.
And Sprite was and then the food was really good. So we were just trying all different types of food, drinking, having a good time. And your boys started at dance floor. A couple girls come out, they do a little thing, and then they kind of slide off. And then like a couple more people like try to come on, and me, Chris, Pat, and the ladies get on there, and we don't stop to the end of the night. And then it's just swarmed, and everybody and their mothers on this dance floor up until we got kicked out pretty much.
Nothing will beat the fact that me and Pat were on the dance floor, and this lady comes up, and everybody thought she was interested in me. No, all she wanted was Pat Lynch. Oh, she could not.
Sweet.
She's like, oh, you're dancing so good. And Pat's like, wait, what? And she's like, what are you drinking? Pat's like, I'm drinking a beer. And she's like, what's that? Old Style. She's like, can I try some? Pat's like, wait, what? Pat's like looking over at everybody.
I look at deer in the headlights. Like, what is going on right now?
Katrina, hell.
I was really.
I go back by Peter.
Pat's like, I'm an engaged man.
This lady was probably 10, at least 10 years older than me.
The only time Pat would ever come bringing that up, ma'am, I'm sorry, I'm engaged right now.
Fiancé!
Where are you? This is the only time I've ever needed you my entire life.
Yeah, Pat's like looking around for help.
Looking around like, what the? Fine.
Hell.
Pat's getting no help from me because I'm just dying laughing.
That's hilarious. Yeah. I forgot about that. Me and Lauren were like, yeah, Chris, go, Chris. Yeah. Like, we're so happy for him.
I came over and they're like, what happened? I'm like, oh, that lady's all about Pat Lynch.
Oh, that's
why did to go shut off like my dance moves? Guys had to go shut off.
So, and then after that, Mr. Lynch was nice enough to pick us up. We found me, Lauren, and Katrina found a bar that was called PB&J Beer.
No, it's pizza, beer.
Yeah, pizza, beer, jukebox. And Katrina, anytime now.
New Year's?
Yeah, New Year's. So after, and it was.
You didn't go to Fisher?
No, we did not. We kept trying to find tickets.
I was really hoping.
I wasn't going to that either way.
We did. We at 10 o'clock.
I think Pierre found some for like 150.
Yeah, so we at 10 o'clock, or I think it was like 8:30 actually. And I saw him, and I was like, Brian, I was trying to see if anybody else wanted to go. They were $120 to get in. By the time I looked again at 10 o'clock, they were $400 and $500 a piece. And somebody was selling one for like $40,000.
Should have just gone outside the front door where they were selling them for $50 last time. When we
like that was ridiculous.
Oh no, this was at. I think Pierre was looking for him at Prism. I think he was playing. He was playing the after party at Prism.
Oh, this is the after party. Yes,
we wanted to do the after party. So we go to PB&J, and it was a blast. And of course, Katrina wants to do a shot. So we're doing us two.
Me and Pat weren't there because we were trying to figure out.
Was a lone wolf.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out where Lawrence was coming from.
I was trying to get these guys back because it was so much fun.
And Pierre's like, I'm at PB&J, and I'm like, Pierre's got to be having a stroke because I don't know what the hell that means.
I Googled it. I found a Google search
in
next
a
morning.
sandwich.
Yeah.
All right.
And so we had a Jaeger bomb, and then we walked over, and we all went home, and it was a good night.
We had breakfast burritos when we got to Pat's.
So good.
They were good. It was a good call. It was a good call.
So, and that was the last.
Did you order those from
They were a little cold, but they were good.
Yeah. And that was the last time I've eaten anything that's been fun.
Yeah, pretty much.
How is the carnivore diet going there, JoJo?
I'm not doing the carnivore, but I'm doing like a Whole30 Lite version. So as much as I can, not ordering food and avoiding as much of that, and just trying to eat healthy. And so far it's been going well. Oh,
it must be nice. I thought you were in this garbage diet that we're into.
No.
Yeah, this is a tough one, boys. But it's good. Yeah, already we're 1 week in, and I've got no sugar cravings.
So what did you eat last night, Peter?
I had a piece of salmon.
Oh, this is gonna get good here.
So yes,
there we go. Grind my gears section.
I'm in such a good mood, and now you're bringing me down.
I laid him up to it.
I was in such a good mood. I was passed out.
You were saying you have some stuff to vent about.
Oh, good Lord. I'm so sick of these restaurants. I can't tell you how annoyed I am. Let me pass out some of these beautiful whiskeys Chris provided us, because I need a little sip of something, or I'm gonna hurt somebody. So me and Lauren,
are we doing this like we usually do? Split the two, and then the other ones get the other two, or?
Oh yeah, sure.
Or are we all just doing a little bit of both?
Yeah. Hey,
no, I don't want the fucking ear condom to my headphones because it keeps falling off. Fuck that thing.
Hey, the F word. We're never gonna get anywhere with that.
Hey, I'm past the 15 minutes.
No. No F words. No F words.
Hey, fuck you.
All right, Joe. I think we got this.
You know what? I'm just giving Joe more work to do. He can sit there and beat me out later on.
Nice.
I'm not bleeping you out.
You cutie pie. All right. So last night we go to a place in Wicker Park. First of all, we had to leave 45 minutes early because the traffic wasn't bad last night. Good luck trying to find parking anywhere around there.
Oh yeah.
So we had to leave really early. Got there a little bit early. Actually found parking. Got there a little early. So we sat and had a nice drink. I had a Gatorade beer. If you go check out on podcast or on Instagram and Twitter, you can at podcast S&P. You can see a picture of this Gatorade beer. It was blue flavored Gatorade, by the way, and it was actually pretty good. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Okay. And you can taste at the back end. Definitely had the Gatorade in it. And
it's like a hydration beer.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I sent you the.
Yeah, I didn't look that closely.
And the tagline is. Or hydrate while you dehydrate. I don't know how real that is, but it was pretty good. It was an okay beer. Lauren got a glass of wine. Mm-hmm. My little 4 ounce was $4. Hers glass of wine was $15. So that starts off, and I'm like, okay, that's fine, that's fair, whatever. Not the worst idea. And then so I'm on the carnivore diet, so I can't have like any fun appetizers. But they a place that has deviled eggs. And I'm like, oh, okay. I love eggs and deviled eggs. I'm like, cool. And Lauren's like, I'll have it. So it's deviled eggs with lobster. And I'm thinking deviled eggs with a little lobster on top. We come out, and he's like, do you want a fourth one? Because it comes in threes. And I'm like, oh, that's three eggs, like and deviled eggs. That's a lot of eggs.
Oh, okay.
And I'm thinking, okay, no, we don't need that many. She's gonna have like maybe one, if that. They come out, they are just 3 halves of an egg. Each one
when he said that's what I assumed he meant, by the way.
The small, I mean, I don't know if these like chickens just are not fed. The smallest freaking egg I've ever seen in my entire life.
They're organic, all natural.
Also, the lobster tasted suspiciously like tuna. So I don't know if I actually got lobster. Because I also don't know how you shred lobster. You're thinking you're going to get a piece of lobster on top of a deviled egg. No, you get some like mixture here. I don't know how that's possible with lobster.
The DNA test, Peter.
So I'm already hot. And then knowing going in there, I was like, okay, it's going to be $13. They're not going to $13 for 1.5 eggs. That is what I got.
Wow, the markup's nuts.
That's insane. So
solid markup.
I'm super. I'm already like all right, whatever. We're having a good time. We're having a great dinner. I get salmon, and then my salmon comes, and it's got the nice char on the outside, and then I open it up, and it's just like the pinkest I've ever seen in my entire life, and I was just like, crap. So I can't. I'm very limited what I can eat, and then the salmon is like I have to find the areas that are like I feel like I'm not gonna die from.
Why don't you send it back?
That's just not me. I'm not gonna get snot salmon back.
I mean, if it's a raw fish, I would send it back.
Yeah. So, but and then Lauren got steak, like a steak salad, and the steak was good. This is me. So this is nobody. I'm a guy who doesn't. I'm not the biggest fan of char. Like I get that it's
on a steak.
Yeah, like real char. Like, you know what I mean? Like those grills in the back that haven't gotten a scraping in a good amount of time, and it was very charry. So, but that's just a preference. I don't know how you guys feel on that, but personally for me, it's kind of annoying. But the cherry on top at the end of the night is a guy comes back and he brings me the receipt and whatever. It's a pretty hefty meal. There's a 3% processing fee.
3%?
3% processing fee. No, and it doesn't ask me if I want to pay for cash or credit. Just assumes whatever it is, you're getting hit with that 3%. So if I gave him cash, he's not paying 3% on my credit card fee. He's taking an additional top of my.
Well, I mean, there are restaurants that put like the 4% fee on it. They tell you ahead of time though. That's right on the menu usually.
Yeah. Okay, so isn't that for the credit card, right? Or is that just now?
They came in during COVID. A lot of them with like the extra cost, like cleaning and stuff like that.
Wow.
But you got to watch certain restaurants.
And here's the problem. So, and he's got the little handheld thing. I can't, like, I don't want to be a jerk and come. I was gonna give him 17%. Or you already got 3%. What am I giving you another? And then he's sitting there right there watching me as I have the handheld thing in my arm. So I can't I don't want to be a jerk and go reduce. I'm like 20. I'm just like 20%, whatever. I was so pissed. I walked out of there so aggravated. I'm like, we're all hurting. Like I get this business is hurting, but we're all hurting too. I don't know if you guys, we just got our, we were just looking kind of like budgeting a little bit. Grocery costs are out of this world. And I know we've talked about this, but it's killing me.
So when are you going back?
Oh, this place.
What's the name of the restaurant, by the way?
Oh, it was the Perch. And they had good beer. They have great cocktails. They have good whiskey lineup. But food wise, unless I could eat,
Is this on Division?
yeah, it's called. It used to be the
yeah.
Boundary.
Oh, okay. That's why.
Yeah.
So
okay. Oh wow, that's a bummer.
And you had to grind your gears, Peter, after the rest of the night. Where'd you go after the night?
So no, the after night. So Lauren and I were sitting there thinking like, because I'm ready. I'm kind of hungry. I want to go home and eat cheese and meat at the place. But
charcuterie board.
Oh yeah, I was gonna lay it out, Pat. Let me tell you what, brother. I was gonna make myself 3 real deviled eggs.
Make you a rose. Make you a rose sausage.
And I'm gonna take a picture. I was gonna take a picture, and this is how you give me deviled eggs, you son of a. But we were already out and we're downtown, and we're not. Now that we don't live around there, it's not as easy to get to Carol's Pub. And I was like, why don't? And Lauren's like, why don't we go to Carol's Pub? Thank God we did. The best. They're called Yankee Cowboys. The best live band I've seen at Carol's ever. They hit all the hits, Old style's flowing like it's just water. I text Chris. I'm like, I might have to Uber you here to take this car home. That's how good it was tasting.
Nice.
Saturday night.
I remember that text message.
Saturday night. If it was Saturday night, the hangover that Sunday would have been insane. We would have gone to hang up. It would have been a ball.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
it was so much fun. We had an absolute ball. The bar was packed.
So a
with
nice
people.
rebound to the
Oh
night.
yeah. So then by the time we left at like 11:30, I was a pig in shit. It was great. Yeah.
Very nice.
I was shooting pool yesterday with Reno, who was in a tank top.
Did you see my comment on that too, Joe?
Man,
I commented that on Joe. I'm like, only Reno to wear that shirt in 30 degrees outside.
Yeah. It was.
He does look a little thinner though.
So,
Were you actually
It's the black that makes him look thin.
Were you actually at the Coaching Lounge or were you at Keeper's Pub?
No, we were at the Coach. I didn't realize it's not Narragansett.
It's at Oak Park. Okay,
Oak Park.
that's what I wanted to make sure of.
We originally tried to go to some place. I was taking it very easy on the drinking last night. I thought it was just going to be a chill night. I came in sweats. I was not dressed to go to a bar, but let's be honest, the bars that we went to didn't really need to be dressed up
No
for.
dress code.
So we're having a couple drinks.
impress.
We're having a couple drinks at Reno's, and Reno's like, let's just go out. Let's go somewhere. And I was like, okay, where do you want to go? I'm not really. I might get turned away with the way I'm dressed to certain places. He goes, let's just go somewhere local. So we go to that bar on Narragansett at the end of a street there.
Yeah.
Have a couple beers there, play some pool there. That place closes at midnight, but they just served us a new round.
Oh, you gotta
the
love
bartender's walking.
They Austin, Texas, yeah.
The bartender starts walking out. We're like, "Are you guys closing?" And it's this old Polish man. He just gives us a wave, and I'm like, "I don't know what that means." So we chug our beers. Lights start turning off. Now it's only me and Reno in this bar with this older guy who's not speaking any.
Yeah, hold on one second, Chris. Can you churn mine? Because we know how we churn mine up. If I get anywhere near this.
Oh,
I'm right on. You know what I mean? So
level.
it's the top one, Chris. Not my headphones. You silly goose.
Not sure which one's yours.
They don't have the best sound man in the business for no reason.
Does that help at all?
Nope. None of them are moving.
Hello? Oh, yeah, that's me. So look
That's
a little
good.
bit more. Get me back to about halfway, bud. You sound, yeah, it's probably. That's okay.
That sounds good.
Yeah, because the first 20 minutes of this is going to be me just slamming people's ears.
Well, you are ranting, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
That's okay. All right, so sorry. And just that bar on Belmont, we driven past a million times. I did not, I've never gone to it.
This is the one. Yeah. So we were there. Is what it is. He closes. Reno goes, I still want to play some pool. Let's go. He goes, you know what? There's like a kind of fancier bar. I want to go to the Nest. This is the one on Irving there, where you pass it. It's almost
Irving
like
and Addison or Austin,
or maybe something
right
like
by
that.
the Giordano's.
Maybe.
Is it a bar or is it just a pool hall?
It's a bar.
Okay, no.
It's a bar. It's on Irving. It's right by where that like asylum used to be. Do you know?
Okay, that's over by Oak Park too. I've never heard of
Yeah.
it. No idea.
So we were gonna go there, and he's trying to look it up, and we find out it's closed. So we turn back around, and this is why I didn't know that this wasn't on Narragansett, because we started driving, and then we came back around, and he goes, there's this Polish bar down the street from me. Let's go there. Okasim, or it's a Polish word. So we walk in there. He goes,
A coaching.
He goes, last time I was here, one of the guys got very drunk, tried to start like sexually assaulting the bartender. I had to rip him out from behind the bar. I was like, oh, okay, great. So we're going to have a wonderful dandy time
terrific.
here. So we walk in, and there's probably like 10 people in this bar. I mean, it's still significantly more. There was only 3 people in the last one. And they basically all left as soon as we walked in. But this one, 10 people, all Polish. Like the youngest guy there is probably our age, and he's the only person that's our age. And then everybody else is in their 40s, old Polish men. One guy, we're walking in, and the bartender is like celebrating. She's like, "Hey, hello." We're only 3 feet away from this lady, and she's acting like she's waving to us from across the bar.
This reminds me of that one time I went to that bar, so Chris, remember? Where that we haven't carded anybody in like 6 months. Like,
Oh,
so.
yeah.
But keep going.
And they
Joe,
carded us.
Yeah. So I was like, "Oh, hello." Like it was just so weird. I wanted to match her energy, but if I did, I'd be yelling in her face. Like it was just a lot. So I was just, I just did like the nice little prince and
Little
princess
golf-
wave,
little golf clap?
Yeah. Just a little nice little, "Oh, hello."
How you doing?
And there's the drunkest man in the world who got about this close to my face and was just staring at me, and I just kind of turned.
Uncle Tom was there?
I was like, yeah, basically. And I was like, "Oh, hey, this is a guy in his 40s, heavyset dude wearing his like construction hoodie from earlier in the day, I'm guessing, where he, just came here straight from work." And he's staring at me hard in the side of the head. And I'm like, "Hi, how you doing? How you doing?" I just kept walking. It went straight
maybe you were so drunk you thought you were a woman with your haircut?
Possibly,
Could
maybe.
be.
Who knows?
Potentially.
And so we proceed to, they have one of those like iTunes machines where you can, pick songs. So Reno throws on a bunch of songs. We start playing pool. We're having drinks. And I just proceed to watch 3 or 4 very drunk Polish men basically molest this bartender.
Oh,
like
God.
she is this tiny woman who's lips injected, implants,
Oh, God.
short skirt, leather like crop top thing. Looks like she should be in a bar downtown, like
Yeah.
a club downtown, like bartending there. And I was just like, this is insane. Everybody's there Polish. I mean, off the boat Polish. One guy comes up to me, he goes, "Mamy po polsku?" And I, no, sorry, he goes, "Oh, English," and then just walks away. This is the same dude who was staring at me in the side of the head.
Be grateful you don't speak Polish, Joe.
One dude, probably in his 50s, he passes out at the bar. He's just asleep at the bar. Nobody does anything to him. He wakes up, he orders another round,
Oh.
has that, falls back asleep.
Jesus Christ.
There's a young man at the end of the night. He is asleep against the wall for the last like 20
Is
minutes
this
of the night.
is this at the coaching place?
Yes,
Okay.
all at the coaching place. And then, I mean, there's this dude who's staring at me at the side of the head, who's asking me if I speak Polish, is just hanging on this bartender. Not like groping her, but just holding her. And she's like pulling out, she's like, "Hey, here's your drink, da 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 da." I mean, must deal with this
all the time.
like, I mean, the way she dealt with this was pro level. And then finally, Reno's like, "Oh, I have an extra credit. Do you want to pick a song?" And I was like, "Well, you know what song I am going to play?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to play Pump It Up."
Trying to wake people up in the bar, Joe.
And
Get the energy back up.
It was just an interesting place. At the end of the night, we Reno, I guess, grabbed another drink, and he left his car at the bar. And the lady comes up, and they're shutting off the lights.
Yeah,
it's now 2:00, and I'm like, I thought I would be done by 1 and whatever. So she comes up and she's like, "Do you want another drink, or do you want me to close it out?" And Reno's like, "Huh?" And in my head, I'm like, this bar's closing. What is this, a roadie? Like,
Yeah.
where's they're locking the front door. Like, what is going on?
It's after hours, Joe.
Yeah, I didn't it was quite the experience.
Jeez.
She was sick of getting molested. She wanted to molest Joe.
Oh no,
She's like, "It's my time."
no, I didn't even get nothing.
She's Joe.
No.
She's like, "Joe, I want to pump it up."
Yeah.
That is that.
And then that dude at the very end of the night that was one of the ones that was asleep, the young one, he propped up like a zombie out of nowhere.
Undertaker woke up from the dead.
Exactly, and just like crashed into the bathroom. I mean, crashed into the door of the bathroom, and he was in there, and we left. So I don't know if he's still there, but it was.
Was there any
was-
security like
No,
that?
not for that bar.
No.
So that poor lady's just
Yeah.
good luck.
She's flying solo.
Oh
I'm sure.
yeah.
That seems like it's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
I just feel like the number of things that happen in that bar are so illegal.
She may not be illegal. So that could be one of the things.
From like the way they serve drinks to the way they handle credit. I don't know.
Well, you can't overserve. You're not like a bar is responsible to overserve you that much.
That's insane.
Dude, it was
Like if you're passed out and you wake up, like you're not supposed to serve that person.
Where this bar's on what, Chris?
Addison and
It's literally
Oak Park.
called-
It's
yeah.
literally on the corner there.
Yeah.
When we've ran past it when we run into
Oh,
Boulder.
yeah, I
It
know.
used
It's
to
the
be-
one-
I think
yes.
it used to be a coffee shop for a while, wasn't it?
I don't know, but like
that's on Narragansett.
they renovated it. They
Yeah.
put
They
the
have-
apartment building.
They
behind
used to have
it.
a bunch of lotto. things
Yes,
there.
they put an apart. Yes.
So
So,
she would go out.
it was very interesting.
That's insane. And then did you just Uber home or?
Well, no, I only had like 3-4 beers that night.
Oh, okay.
Like I was milking it.
Yeah.
And Reno was hitting the double Tito's or double.
Was he calling
Tequila
you a
and
pussy?
Coke.
Tequila
Was he
and
calling you a
Coke.
pussy while you're not drinking that much?
A little bit, yeah. Well, why aren't you drinking? I was
That's
like,
kind of his
well,
go-to. That's kind of his go-to.
I drove, so I don't want
And
to.
then he wakes up the next day and he's like,
Yeah.
All right, Chris. Did you look up the two whiskeys?
The one that me and Pat had is Breckenridge,
That's why I've had it before. It's good. Yeah.
Fancy.
and number 2, which you guys
13.
have 13, is Noble Oak. It's a rye whiskey.
Oh, great.
Oh, Peter's
I like
favorite.
Breckenridge a lot actually.
It wasn't bad.
I might have a bottle upstairs actually.
No.
Nah,
Don't worry, Pierre.
nah.
I got a gift for you
Oh, baby.
that you could possibly use
I don't.
to wash off the.
Are you icing him?
No, I'm not icing it.
Oh, damn it! I wish it was nice. Oh,
Pass this down.
Yeah,
thank you, Chris.
Patrick, you're the
Nice.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's so nice.
Oh, that's the. Remember I told you the one guy that Dave Matthews was wearing a hat. That's the hat he had on.
Is it?
Yeah.
The only issue, Chris, and you know what the
I
issue
know
is.
what the issue is, but it still looks. It wasn't supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be blue.
What's the issue? The
little
string?
blue string
Oh,
on
you
front.
don't like
Yeah.
the strings?
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice.
Oh, nice.
Hams.
Hams.
For the people.
Oh!
Just in case.
You know what?
See.
We got this for James, and he's not tried it.
Yeah.
Oh, very excited. Thank you, my friend. Oh, baby.
Straight bourbon.
I think I've had a version of this.
I don't
before.
even think
I
I've
got
ever heard of this.
I've got
You and Joe
Jefferson
got the same exact gift because I couldn't find something for
This? Yeah.
you, Peter, outside of.
I'll explain this for
Outside of the
everybody
gift that I already got him.
here. This is
Thank you, Chris.
Yes.
I love it.
this is barreled on. This is
They put the barrels
aged,
on ocean ships.
on ocean ships.
Oh, and that's why they have that there.
Yes.
Wh-
Yeah.
Any
So-
particular,
Seems like
does it
expensive
serve any
reason
so
for it.
purpose?
It moves the whiskey back and forth.
Oh,
yes.
that's awesome.
This is supposed to be very, very good.
Oh,
Very,
I'm
very
We've
good.
had it
excited.
before.
Have we?
Yeah, with John. The first time we went down to Indianapolis.
Oh yes, that bottle
Oh,
didn't last
okay.
very long.
No.
Oh, very nice. Thank
Very
you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Well, here I'll.
Yeah, so you can
this
you
is-
can
I'm kind of interested in wearing this tonight. Actually,
you can
I
rinse
know.
the,
I'm kind of tempted too.
You got good
All
hair,
right,
Jim,
that
Joe.
one's yours.
Thank you,
Pat,
Joe.
that one's yours. Chris,
Christmas
those
never ends with the Saturday Night Pregame
those are
podcast,
yours
ladies
with
and gentlemen.
in the red.
in the red.
I mean, I swear
All the-
those
you got
sweaters,
those 3.
This is my beef stick that I'm gonna beat Pat with.
that those sweaters look real nice, gentlemen.
I know, right?
Real nice.
there's-
What
there's-
whiskey did you get, Pat?
I got a Nikita. It's a Japanese one.
Ooh, the big fudge.
I know how
Barrel
much
one.
Pat Lynch loves his.
I do like
His
Japanese,
Japanese
whiskeys.
whiskeys.
This is going to be super funny, Joe. I got a great story for you about my record player in just a second, and
Oh,
I wish I would have. Dude, this is going to be.
This is just like a little care kit. So like,
nice.
whenever you have a record, you're not supposed to really touch it with your fingers. So this just you can clean it. And
So
then
I've been
there's
doing things wrong for a long
tiny-
time then.
It's like a velvet. Now here's the funny thing.
Did you get the Nico Moon the third
No,
time?
I did not get Nico Moon because I texted Lauren and I was like, "Hey,
Yeah,
I'm
I texted
thinking-
Lauren too.
I love that all 3 of us were like, "Hey, we're gonna get."
Dude, don't you have that one already?
Is that the one you have?
No.
No, I double
no.
checked
This is
it.
brand new.
Oh, I thought you had
This
that one.
is this is yeah. You got him the first one. I think this is.
No,
his
I didn't get. I
second
never got him.
album.
I thought
No,
Peter bought it on
this is
his
his
own.
newest one. This is what we'll see at Wrigley.
I thought Peter bought that on his own before. My bad.
No, I have the what's the other one?
I think Pat got you the first his first.
No, I got Chris
album.
Stapleton for him.
Wait,
Oh,
I think
did
this
you?
is a double-sided, and I think it is the.
That's the Dangerous album, right?
No, but I don't know.
It is,
Dangerous
it is
album.
the dangerous.
It's called
album.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, is it? I thought you just said.
No, I'm not fucking around.
Yeah, so
fucking no.
There's sort of a theme. So like with you, it's records.
Oh, I love
Pat
it.
has a theme, and then Chris has a theme.
I only have one gift, so I'm gonna wait because everybody's got.
Oh no,
multiple things.
it's just you. There's a couple things in there. So
Get in
you
there.
can
Get in.
open
Don't be
that.
scared of it.
Yours is yours is.
So, while Pat opens his up,
Mine's
I'll
requiring
tell
me to
you the
open a
greatness
box,
that
too.
happened to me today.
Move
So,
this just a little bit over, Chris.
So I'm making breakfast for Lauren. So we're doing like a little breakfast after me and Chris worked out before I go to work for a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I want to have my record player going.
Yep.
And my record player's been kind of skippy. And I read that maybe the needle's kind of gone on it.
Yep.
So I decided to change the needle on it.
You're gonna need something to open that.
That didn't work. Now my record player doesn't work at all. It bounces it's just.
Oh no!
Does
it have something to do with the weight on the
Pat trying to break
needle?
everything.
we did a Reddit review on our we looked up the Reddit on our record player. And they're just like, this is the most garbage.
Just a bad
It's
record player.
Thanks, Pat. Quality chime in again.
Quality chime in by Pat Lynch once
Guy
again.
really knows how to get you in the side as you're feeling. I'm not kidding you, Joe. I tried everything. I'm sitting there. I made this beautiful I have this layout of sausage, like eggs. It's piping hot. My record player's not working. I sat there for 25 minutes trying to. I was so aggravated. I was so pissed. Yeah. So we're gonna get a new one, and this makes me so sad because I want to play this so bad.
It's so funny because I texted Lauren and I was like, hey, I spoke to her briefly like one time we were in passing when we were out. I was like, hey, I'm gonna text you. I need to know what records he does and doesn't.
Yeah, I did the same thing, Joe, and that worked out well for me too.
Well, yeah, I guess I texted a little bit later than everyone else because she goes, I think Pat's getting Nico Moon or maybe Chris is getting Nico Moon. I was like, all right, great. I'm not gonna get Nico Moon then. So I was like, all right, Morgan Wallen is.
I'm so excited for this. I'm gonna tell Lauren to just. I got a little bit of money at the end of the year. I'm buying a new record player.
So this is a Traeger griddle that you can use in your grill.
Fancy.
That's freaking fancy.
So
as
you
shit.
can have like a nice skillet in there, and then those are like scented pellets that you can use to add a little flavor.
Oh, very nice.
So Peter's record themed,
Pat's
grill themed. Chris has a lot of barren walls in his apartment.
Barren,
so many barren walls. So I got him.
I haven't been able to open up a couple of them, but I have been able to read. One's the Wrigley Field landscape that I may hang up in Pepsi's room so he can jerk off to it every night.
Yeah, I tried to get like Chicago.
Chris, we need this to be a PG podcast.
I said jerk off.
It's an action. It's a noun. I'm sure it's in the Webster's dictionary.
You're killing me, kid.
I didn't say jag off or.
And so yeah, and Chris's is a series of posters. Now, one is.
This one's pretty cool.
I tried to get him something like an old school.
Let the world see it,
map
baby.
thing.
Let the world see.
You want to see?
I do.
I'm quite terrified of like.
I didn't get anything. I didn't.
That is very nice.
Put anything in a poster, but it's kind of like an old school Chicago poster. The other one that was rolled up. It's
a comedy movie one.
It's like the top 100 comedies. It's a scratch off, so you can kind of say, I saw this one, I saw this one, I saw this one.
Oh, that's kind of interesting.
And then I'll be honest, I forget what the third one is.
This one is the best one of them all.
Oh, this is the one. I thought this is something you could just sit on your counter in the kitchen. Just a nice little like bourbon.
That's pretty cool.
Bourbon knowledge just gives you a bunch of like measurements, types of whiskey, stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
So
very nice.
Just something, kind of spruce up your walls a little bit.
Yep.
He's trying to say you living like scum over there, you silly goose.
I'm living like the Unabomber, baby.
He's trying to get Chris to stop looking like he lives like a serial killer. That's all.
He's trying. So when the women coming over, they see like, oh, okay, this guy's like, he's got a little art. He's a good guy.
Got some culture.
They see, oh, great, the guy's got a bourbon thing. He's got a
beer
drinking
thing.
receptacle thing. He's got Funkadelic. He's got to be in the mushrooms because he's got the Funkadelic Dave Matthews poster in the corner.
I won't lie. I thought that Chicago poster was a lot bigger than what it was. I really thought it was a lot bigger.
Do you know what the funny thing is Lauren got me a nice little like poster that needed to be framed. It took me forever to get it over to my parents so my mom could get it framed. It just took me forever to do it. Finally get it over to her. She holds on to it for 2 months, calls me on Thursday, I think it was, or Friday. It's like, yeah, I finally got your poster framed. I'm like, oh, that's cool. She's like, guess how much it cost? I'm like,
framing it.
and she's like, I'm like, it's got to be $75. Can't be much more than that. She's like, $200. I'm like, $200.
Wow.
You got to wait for the massive sales. Like
Well,
that.
maybe I could have gotten like a bulk deal because Joe's got me 2 other posters that need to be kind of.
They would have been like $600.
Yeah.
He's good. That's a bulk. That's your bulk deal.
Good God.
Oh yeah.
Is it that bad? Oh my God.
I could not believe it. Mom's like, I went a little too. Margaret's like, I went a little too hard on the customization or something. I'm like, yeah, you think?
Yeah, they can get very pricey very quickly.
Pat had a story where he got like a huge poster done up, and then it broke on the way to the car. Did it not?
No. We took it out and we try to figure out how to fit this massive thing into my car.
Yep.
And so we leaned it against my car. and we're like trying to measure it out, trying to figure it out,
and it falls over.
And then you hear like a kind of thing going, and the wind just knocked it over, and I'm like, oh, that's not good. Pick it up, and it's like, I'm like, okay, well,
back to the store.
Bring it right back in. This is not gonna go good.
And were you able to work with them to get a?
Yeah, they gave me like a discount, and I switched it to like plexiglass. It's actually the frame's right there, actually. That one because eventually we got too big.
Broken one or it got
that was the one that got fixed, but it's just too big. So
is that big Corvus map thing or whatever?
No, it's this. It's the one that's now in my dining. It's the we get it shrunk the poster. We got a smaller version of it.
Oh, okay.
Done. So that's the original. That was the original one.
Well, money well spent.
There you go.
Awesome.
It was on the wall for a good 6 years.
Where we at, Chris? What time we at? Hey, well, awesome. You know what?
45 minutes.
Awesome. I know that a lot of friends don't do gifts, and I definitely appreciate it.
I have one more for Pat that's kind of like for everybody, and then
it's coming, Pat. Don't worry.
It's coming next week.
I honestly do appreciate you guys. You guys really go out of style and are very, very thoughtful in your gifts. So I appreciate that.
I can't wait to watch Pat Lynch rock that Hams can hat. When I saw that, you know what I was really trying to get was the DePaul like the DePaul version of like one of the Chicago team's hats, and I could not find them for the life of me. And then I came across the Hams hat. I'm like, maybe. And I saw the old style hats. I'm like, definitely. And I saw my Hams hat, old style hats.
Pat is a Hams type of guy.
I was gonna get. We were in Andersonville the one day. There was a poster there, eerily similar to Joe's poster.
Oh,
that I was like, do I get this for Christmas? I had already bought Chris's things.
The big map of Chicago one.
It was a neighborhood map of Chicago. I'll show you guys. It's upstairs in mine, and we decided to get it for ourselves, not for Chris. But
nice.
But it was. If I had not bought,
this was way too good to be a Chris's.
No, if I had not bought Chris's presents already, like I already bought Chris's presents. Had I not bought one of Chris's presents, like he would have been double Joe for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So clearly, I need to run my presents by everybody now around here.
I totally had something, but I completely forgot where I was going to go with it. But that's okay. But I'm not gonna lie, the sweaters look good on you boys. Yeah. And last week's podcast is we were struggling to get views. Last week's podcast had more views in one day than we had for the last two podcasts.
Frank was really wanting to see himself on camera.
I don't know what I did. I have to figure out what I did in the description, or maybe it's a thumbnail or something. But it's
probably the fact that you streamed it.
Does that premiere thing happen every time?
Oh yeah, I do that every time.
Okay.
So here's the thing. So we'll go fourth wall here. I do the YouTube. So you're nice enough to do the podcast, the audio for Mondays.
Yep.
I take yours, I put it into the video, and then I generate the video overnight on Monday so that it pops up at 9:30 on Tuesdays. And I do it as a premiere, so then around 9 o'clock, people get bumped up. Our 19 subscribers. That's one more than last week, ladies and gentlemen.
One more.
And
so the new subscriber should have commented. He could have got a free sweater.
Yeah, could have. Yes. We do have 2 left. We have 2 larges, ladies and gentlemen. If you love these beautiful Saturday Night Pregame podcast sweaters that are very comfortable, and also
they
very.
even got bubbles in the drink.
Yeah.
I mean, or you could spend $200 like I did to get it framed.
Do they have bubbles or are those ice cubes?
No, these are ice cubes, right? And then there's a bubble, right?
Oh, very nice. Look at you.
Or it's just where the thing didn't print out all the way. I'm not sure. I'm
gonna
call them bubbles.
Yeah, Chris got the same thing.
Bubbles?
Yeah, I'm gonna call them bubbles.
So, if you like these sweaters, please reach out. We'll get you one. But yeah, so now, Chris. This is a sad time of the year right now, as we're in week 18, and this is it for your Tig Ol Bitties. Unless you think you're going to play off.
I made
playoff titties.
I may get playoff titties.
I'm not gonna lie. I was sad. I was looking through because I want to do really quickly. I don't know if anybody remembers the predictions, but I was trying to find the predictions, and I was going over old podcasts.
I got the Vikings one right.
Yes, you did.
Oh, I had a terrible
I couldn't
prediction.
find I know we did it. I couldn't find it.
It was the 3 of us because Joe wasn't on that one. We did it
Oh,
outside.
maybe that is it. Okay, so it was maybe 98 then. But we did. I was looking at old podcasts, and God, did the volume on those ones, some of those 99.
Oh, the older ones, yeah.
So bad. No wonder those first 10 just did nothing for us.
Joe Keneally is trying to maintain his position in the confidence pool without today, so I had to remind him that he had to make picks beforehand.
I was at the gym and Pat
some people could have appreciated you not doing that.
Yeah,
some people who are only
only a couple
30 points out of third place.
Oh man.
Well,
yeah.
I couldn't.
Wow, you know what? Good for you, Pat. Usually, I would have. I would assumed you would be the last person.
If I was one of the guys who's 30 points out, I'd been like, fuck him.
Thanks, Pat. No, I want Joe to get third, so I'm happy that he got his picks in.
This last week it didn't change at all.
No,
it's hard to really move it.
Top three.
No, top three, but we moved up to 6th, and we gained maybe like 6-7 points on everybody.
It's hard to move this time of year because the people don't swing that much.
Yeah. Well, it could be. There could be some swings. Could be
swing
and a miss.
I'm gonna put everybody to loser games. I'm gonna get a
how
perfect
crazy
score.
though. With the Bills player, how crazy is that fantasy football stuff? Like, thank God Charlie and that other guy are pretty. It was pretty even match. But like, what if you had like you had Josh Allen and like another guy going?
That's happened in my league.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Frank was up 50 points, and the guy had Joe Mixon, Josh Allen, and the Bills defense going.
Oh
so
God.
It's very possible he won. Yeah. What I did is I took the equivalent players that he got zeros for out of Frank's team, and that's how I scored the league.
Oh, I don't know if I'd like that either.
And then I split the winnings between the two of them.
Oh, just half and half or what?
Yeah, I split it 50-50. But to declare the champion, I took the equivalent players that Frank lost out of his team, and then I recalculated the score. So Frank won by like 5 points after that.
Oh wow, that's very interesting. I can't imagine if you had.
But
who won the loser ball?
Peter did. Peter won it outright.
Dude, I took that person, I bent him and I slapped that ass.
Peter won it outright on the loser bowl.
I whooped that candy and my team.
What does that mean?
Peter gets to choose his draft position next year.
Oh, so it doesn't mean shit, but it felt good.
Yeah, it felt good. It felt good to win something.
I'm a winner, and I beat Chris McGraw.
You did. You fucking lost.
You as I won. Peter won the
fake news.
Peter won the kill Prill Bowl in my league because Frank won that loser bowl like 6 times.
Yeah,
and I beat Peter for 3rd place in fantasy, so that's great.
Fake news.
6 points. Thank you, Devin Singletary, for not playing on Monday.
Who was my lock of the week last week?
Probably Buffalo.
No,
it wasn't Buffalo.
No,
I almost picked Buffalo.
You picked the Lions, beat the Bears, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes, and they tattooed the Bears.
Yeah,
the Bears kept it close for a while there, and then the second half it blew up.
Which Chris's Tig Ol Bitties, tremendous.
Yeah, except for the one.
Tremendous going into the half with the Bears in Detroit, and then the Chicago Bears decided we're done. We're not going to score anymore. I lost it by 2 points.
They didn't really play in the second half very well.
It was so bad. I was so pissed. Chris, hit me with that music, baby boy.
I'm actually with the music.
Ladies and gentlemen, God, it goes so quick, doesn't it? The NFL season, Week 18.
I hope you know. The week it still goes fast.
Oh, it's tough, but we're here to provide you with options for Sunday to make some money because we got 2 games going on right now, so we're gonna cut those out.
Kansas City's whooping that ass, right?
Kansas City was up 14-3 last I saw.
So not whooping that booty, but
still only 14-3.
This is a tough week, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm gonna give one. Well, no, we're not gonna get this out. So maybe I'll tweet it out. But I'm gonna give. I think the Bulls are getting their candy.
24-6 is Kansas City waxing the Oakland Raiders.
That's what I like to hear, Chris. Give me some titties today, buddy. Not the last titties. We're gonna get some playoff titties. These are regular season titties.
These are regular season. The first one is 6 straight Minnesota games have gone over the total.
I like
the over-unders 42.5.
That's a low one.
Who, the Bears?
Yeah.
I
think Nathan Peterman
throws at least score any points tomorrow.
Nathan Peterman's going to throw at least 3 pick sixes.
I don't know if the Bears are going to score tomorrow. I really don't know that.
Minnesota has to play for playoff season.
I would bet the Bears are not going to score tomorrow. That'd be my single thing.
You can't bet that. The next one
actually could in a prop. You could say that.
Yeah, it's a prop bet, but
you could take the under on what the Bears will score.
I would take the under.
I don't have those odds on my Tig Ol Bitties. Calm down.
Step up your game.
They don't get
Chris. Step up your game.
They don't get that. They don't get that in depth. Number 2 is the Los Angeles Chargers are 4-1 against the spread as a road favorite this season. They are a 3-point favorite against Denver.
All right, I like it.
Only 3. Do they not need to play?
I think they're locked into their 5th season. Or no, they have to hope that either the Ravens lose or they win and they're locked into 5. So if they lose and Ravens win, then the Ravens move up to 5. And number 3 is Sunday primetime unders are 12-5 with 4 straight unders. It's the Packers versus the Lions, and the over-unders 4-9.
Oh, that's a tough one.
I guess I think over 49.
But I don't know the way the Packers offense.
The defense has been playing pretty good for the Packers.
Yeah, and the offense hasn't been all too good.
But the Lions defense can't stop a cold.
Okay, so here we go. Tell me if I'm right, Chris. I got Vikings, Bears, take the over, baby.
Over.
Take the Chargers versus Denver with the points.
You take the Chargers to win by more than 3.
So take the Charger with the points.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I get that music? Thank you, my friend.
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out.
And we're going to take the under. We're going to take the under Packers and Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
For Chris's Week 18 titties.
Tig Ol Bitties.
Thank you, Christopher.
Chris.
Now, Joe, I know you've been over there sitting over here
Joe's
researching.
He's researching.
Contemplating his life.
The Joe C. Lock of the century.
Is
the
this-
of the week.
Is this the last lock of the century, or will we?
No, you're doing
We're
playoff.
doing playoffs, Joe's J.
You are a playoff champion.
All right. I'm gonna go with the Bengals.
The
Bengals
Bengals
over
beating
the
the Ravens.
That's a tough one, but you know what? The Ravens are starting a rookie. So that's a good. That's not a bad call.
Yeah,
Thank you, Chris.
I did that research.
Do me a little
I
favor.
knew that.
That's all I like to hear, Joe. You bad.
Joe's
you're
all
bad,
over-
You're
Joe's been
bad,
all over
Joe.
ESPN
You're a bad
this
man,
week.
Joseph.
I could tell you all about the lineups for the top everything.
Nice,
yeah,
Joe. That's what we like about you.
absolutely.
Joe does his
Joe
research.
eats, breathes, and sleeps
I
ESPN.
sports
All right,
research so
Aspen.
hard.
And we're gonna get out of this beautiful podcast here, just under an hour, and I'm gonna leave it on a happy note that the Republicans got their shit together and
Only took 15
After
tries.
14.
17.
14
yeah,
tries.
15 tries. They got,
50.
right?
No, I think it was the 14th.
What I
Or
saw
did they
online-
fail at 14?
I
think
thought
they failed- the
I think
15th they got it.
Yeah,
Did you
they
see
failed
the
at
picture of
14.
the guy getting held back from trying to
yes.
swing at Matt Gates?
Yep.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Nice.
You know what? If our government isn't the
Why-
biggest joke right now,
Why was McCarthy the guy that they were going for, like nonstop?
he was just ahead of the Republicans, I guess. But
Okay.
and so I don't mean this a huge change, but I did have to go research. I'm like, why is this such a? What's the issue? And they're scared he won't be hardlining. The 20 guys that wouldn't, the 20 men and women that didn't vote for him want to make Joe Biden's next 2 years just an absolute living hell. And some of the Republicans are like, hey, we can get some things done here, actually good things done. And the 20 want to make his life a living. They want to go after Hunter Biden. They want to investigate Biden. They want to take the debt ceiling all the way to the point where like the markets have issues. And they don't think this guy is going to be able to do it. And I think there's some middle line there, but
Terrific.
our government is an absolute joke sometimes, and this is definitely the Republican Party. Has
My question is, why would they keep voting?
as stupid as possible?
Why would they keep voting when they knew that wasn't going to happen?
I think they have. I honestly,
I think they had to.
Okay.
It's a thing that they have.
They have to get some-
they have to get a House
Yeah.
Speaker of the House because he's
No,
third,
but I'm
in
saying,
line.
I didn't realize they
second
had.
line.
I didn't realize they had to keep voting that often when
No,
they knew
third
it was
in line, I'm
when they knew it was
sorry.
going to be the same shit every time.
I know Speaker of the House is
Third in
very
line.
close.
Third
to,
in line,
yeah.
Third in line.
Yeah.
But isn't their vote only important if it comes down to a split?
No, but you're like the
that's
leader. You're like the
vice
leader. You're like
presidential.
the leader of the house,
Yes,
basically.
yeah. You're the one who calls up things. You decide if
Yeah.
something's going to be called up or not.
Oh,
so that's
okay,
a really
okay,
big,
okay.
a really big thing. The best part, I think, the best thing of that whole was that two Democrats from Chicago brought Garrett's popcorn for all the Democrats.
Yeah, I would have been
As
eating
this shit show.
I would have been
I
eating
heard about
popcorn for
this.
sure.
I heard
You
about
stupid.
You know what the-
what? How about we just stop with the two? Like, I get we have to have party, but it's America. How about we work together?
Oh,
we have
yeah.
a lot of issues.
No, nobody wants to do that.
No.
You know what I would have done? I would
You're
have
a
said I would have put that
Democrat?
gif
You're a
of
Republican? I can't go with
of
you.
Bill Hader as the guy from Dateline, where he's just with the big bucket, like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Oh, really?
Chris, get me out of this beautiful podcast.
Yeah,
Hey,
we're
wait,
gonna-
secondly, first of all, we got to do next year. Next week we are doing our New Year's resolutions, but I want to say thank you guys again for another year. Last year was awesome. Hopefully this podcast keeps going, and we're just gonna have some fun with it.
And yeah, if you would just click that little bell and subscribe for Peter, maybe comment, and we'll see you next week. Bye.